Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show as usual. And in this part of the Cricket Happening Show, we are going to look at yesterday. We had Trinidad and Tobago. I had left you when Trinidad and Tobago needed 119 runs to win the match in 17.4 overs. But what they did it even before that. In fact, they restricted Chennai Super Kings to 118 all out and then made that 119 runs in just 15.1 overs, and that was what precisely I told you, dear fans and subscribers. And Trinidad and Tobago have some very exciting stroke makers, and they saw to it that they didn't even occupy the 17 overs. In fact, in 15 overs they completed, they went at a clip of 7.84 runs per over, and well, what it did is not only took them to the semi-final by displacing the Titans out of the competition, but they became the toppers in the Champions T20 League 2013 in the preliminary matches, because Chennai Super Kings was on the top, and probably Chennai Super Kings would have been thinking that they would be taking on Mumbai Indians, but the equation totally changed, and now Trinidad and Tobago will be taking on the Mumbai Indians in the second semi-final, and the first semi-final is tomorrow between Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals. So that's the semi-final thing. So I will come to that. We will briefly have a discussion. I'll be talking on the 20th match in Group B, which was the final match of the group fixtures in Champions League T20 2013, and we'll look at Trinidad and Tobago, what they did to Chennai Super Kings. And then after that, we will look at some cricket news too, and also we'll have and tomorrow, as you know, I'll try to do a small preview or just talk about the Chennai Super Kings and the Rajasthan Royals fixture, which is coming up, the first semi-finals. We'll have a slight look on that, and we'll also have a look at India A's progress against West Indies A in the second unofficial Test match. And as I said, we'll have some cricket news too. Let's start off with the 20th match yesterday. As I said, I left you off when after Chennai Super Kings were bowled out for 118 by Trinidad and Tobago. That was a wonderful job, because they became the first team in the whole competition to actually really give Chennai Super Kings something to really mull about. And Trinidad and Tobago, well, they had to score 119 runs in 17.4 overs to actually win the match. And well, they set up a perfect platform with both the batsmen, the openers, giving them, I would say, it was an absolutely splendid start that was given. With Evan Lewis, as you know, he's been pretty impressive in this tournament. He started going after the bowling by hitting lots of boundaries. Lendl Simmons was playing second fiddle till such time Evan Lewis was there, and both of them had an opening partnership of 79 runs before Lendl Simmons, after contributing, in fact, Evan Lewis, after hitting six good boundaries in his knock of 38 of 35 balls, was LBW bowled Raina for 38. And after that, Simmons, as I said, he was really into his shell when Evan Lewis was the one who was doing all the attacking, but Lendl Simmons was just waiting for the loose balls to hit. But Lendl Simmons totally opened out, cracking 63 runs on 41 balls with 5 fours and 4 sixes. And that's what, as I said, the perfect platform was set, because the score was very paltry, 118 runs. So the opening partnership really did the trick, with Lendl Simmons contributing 63 runs of 41 balls with 5 fours and 4 sixes. In the end, it was a mere formality, with Darren Bravo not out on 11 of 14 balls with 1 4. Otley was not out on 119 for 2 in the 16th over, the first ball of the 16th over, getting the victory for Trinidad and Tobago and helping them to get into the semi-finals of the Champions League T20 2013. They truly deserved it for the way they played against Chennai Super Kings. Lendl Simmons of Trinidad and Tobago was named man of the match. And as far as the bowling was concerned, Ashwin 4 overs 1 for 24, Albi Morkel 2 overs cost him 18, Jadeja bowled 2 overs. Jadeja, as you know, he has not been having a very good T20 2013 so far. 2 overs no maiden, none for 30 for him. Suresh Raina was excellent with his bowling, 4 overs 1 for 16. Jason Holder 2 overs no maiden, none for 17, and Bravo bowled 1.1 over no maiden, 8 runs for no wicket. So Trinidad and Tobago, I think, is definitely a team to watch. After giving Chennai Super Kings such a tough time, probably Chennai Super Kings might have taken it a bit easy, because they were already into the semi-finals. And as you see, they also drop Mohit Sharma, who has been their mainstay in the Chennai Super Kings pace attack. He was dropped. So probably one could I think it would be too premature to read into this, and I'm sure Chennai Super Kings would be definitely have looked at Trinidad and Tobago very well. They would have made some certain notes. The coach would have made some certain notes. Dhoni might have. Dhoni, as you know, as a captain, is a very astute captain. He would have made certain notes. And if at all tomorrow Chennai Super Kings happens to beat Rajasthan Royals and come into the final, and Trinidad and Tobago beat Mumbai Indians, then I'm sure Chennai Super Kings would be a different unit altogether, because they would have learned their lessons. They would have judged all the players. They would have, as I said, they would have noted down the strong points from Trinidad and Tobago, the weak points, and they would have definitely worked on it. Well, so that is something. And the Fleming, the former New Zealand captain, Fleming is the coach, so he would have definitely jotted down those points for sure. So we are coming into the semi-finals tomorrow. As I said, that is going to be between, the first semi-finals is going to be between Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals, and that's the first semi-final. The second semi-final, Trinidad and Tobago and Mumbai Indians at Delhi, and tomorrow it is going to be played at Jaipur. And Chennai Super Kings, well, the Rajasthan Royals will be, one thing that in Rajasthan Royals' favor will be that they would be hoping that some sort of a morale would have been hit of Chennai Super Kings after losing to Trinidad and Tobago. But as I said, Chennai Super Kings would be coming. I'm sure they would be firing on all cylinders tomorrow against Rajasthan Royals, as that is going to be the semi-final. And Chennai Super Kings, well, if you look at Chennai Super Kings, they are a very strong unit. They have been getting some good starts yesterday. That was pretty lacking, with Michael Hussey not able to contribute. Suresh Raina and Dhoni did their bit, but that was not enough. But if you look at the Chennai Super Kings batting lineup, it's a very, very powerful batting lineup. The bowling is also into good hands. In fact, I'm very sorry, Mohit Sharma was there in the team, but so it is a great riddle that Mohit Sharma didn't even bowl. So that is something that one has to really look at. Why Mohit Sharma didn't bowl? Probably he was injured. So if that is the case, then one does not know what is the game plan as far as Chennai Super Kings is concerned. Rajasthan Royals, Rakesh Sharma the other day really did it to Otago Wolves with his splendid bowling. As you know, he's from Jharkhand, and he would be definitely loving to have a go at Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the captain of Chennai Super Kings, and also he's also of Jharkhand. So that would be a good battle as and when Rakesh Sharma gets the cherry and would like to will be hurling it to Mahendra Singh Dhoni, his own state teammate. Well, so that is something, and probably Mahendra Singh Dhoni also would also be at the end having a good close look at Rakesh Sharma, because he did the immense damage to the Otago Wolves team the other day and prevented them from getting to a competitive total. So that is something. And other than that, the Rajasthan Royals batsmen are also in form. Ajinkya Rahane, the openers, are doing well. Sanju Samson has been getting some good scores. Rahul Dravid, not into real good form, but I'm sure in the semi-finals he will be a changed person altogether. The bowling is also looking good for Rajasthan Royals. I think we should have an interesting battle on the cards tomorrow in the first semi-final of the Champions T20 League 2013. Okay, let's look at the other things which are happening. That is, this is the second unofficial test match. Stumps on day 2. India A has replied with 191 for 3 wickets. Before that, let me tell you that West Indies A were all out for 406. Fudadin continued. He was out for 63. 91 to Leon Johnson with 16 boundaries. After that, Walton contributed 30 with 5 fours and 1 6. But Nikita Miller, who, as we all know, that he has been doing very well with the ball, he was the one who rooted the India A team in the first test and took them to a memorable victory. And today Nikita Miller shone with the bat by contributing an unbeaten 64 with 8 fours, and that's what enabled West Indies A to reach a score of 406. The bowling, well, Zahir Khan, as you know, is really fighting for his place in the Indian cricket team now. He had figures of 20 overs, 5 minutes, 1 for 66. One would have probably this was the first match that Zahir Khan was playing after his injury, so one only hopes that Zahir Khan could get better. And Mohammad Shami, 1 for 93, 22 overs, 2 maidens. Abhishek Nair 16 overs 4 minutes none for 52. Parvez Rasool had 1 for 80, but the highest wicket taker or the prime wicket taker was Bhargava Bhatt, the spinner, 30.5 overs 4 maidens, 113 runs and 7 wickets. As far as India A were concerned, well, as you know, all eyes were on Gautam Gambhir and Sehwag, but before that, Gautam Gambhir, the opener, disappointed. He was caught by Fidel Edwards of the bowling of Veersamy Permaul, the spinner, for 11 with 1-4, so that was not a good outing for Gambhir. And Jagdish, the opener, was very impressive in his knock. He had an unbeaten 79 towards the stumps with 8 boundaries. Cheteshwar Pujara, the captain of the team, failed unfortunately, could contribute only 25 with 1-4, becoming a victim of Miller. And Virendra Sehwag, who came in the middle order, that was what he was wanting. And Virendra Sehwag tried to heave Permaul down the ground, missed the line of the ball completely. Chadwick Walton, the wicketkeeper of West Indies A behind the stumps, did the rest. And Sehwag was out for a cheap 7 runs. And then it took Abhishek Nair to form a very good, from 114 for 3 when Sehwag fell. They reached the safety at stumps at 191 for 3, with Jagdish not out 79 with 8 fours, and Abhishek Nair not out on 56 of 38 balls only, playing in one-day style, 7 fours and 1 6. The bowling figures: Fidel Edwards none for 30 of 4 overs was costly. Cummins bowled excellently, 11 overs 4 maidens none for 30. Veersamy Permaul has been very impressive, 23 overs 7 maidens, 60 runs and 2 wickets. Nikita Miller 13 overs 1 maiden 1 for 43, and Narsingh Devanarayan bowled 7 overs for 24 runs. So the third day's play will, in the second unofficial test, will be played tomorrow. So that is as far as this second unofficial test match is concerned. And now let's look at some cricket news. As far as cricket news is concerned, as you know, New Zealand are going to tour Bangladesh. The tour starts from 4th of October. So for the team has been announced. As far as the team is concerned, we all know that Mushfiqur Rahim is the captain. He has been a very successful captain, I would say, of the Bangladesh cricket team. Mahmudullah is there. Mahmudullah retains his place. Anamul Haq, who was out due to his exams, finds a place. And well, we all know that Anamul Haq has already shown his talent as far as international cricket is concerned. Tamim Iqbal, Shakib Al Azam, they are the big names as far as the Bangladesh are concerned. Nasir Hussain is a very talented, and he showed against West Indies too, how he can play. He scored a century. Then Abdul Razzaq, the spinner, the veteran spinner, I could call him now. Naeem Islam is also a very useful player down the order. Sohail Ghazi Rana, spinner, who has been very impressive and has always almost cemented his place in the Bangladeshi cricket team now. The new face that are coming up is Al Amin Hussain. Now, Al Amin Hussain is a pace bowler. He has done very well in the domestic circuit here in Bangladesh, and he has been given an opportunity. And also Marshall Ayub, the right arm off spinner, gets a chance to play in the team. And then they have Robiul Islam and Rubel Hassan, who would be manning the pace attack there for Bangladesh. So this is the team composition as far as the first test match is concerned between Bangladesh and New Zealand, which will be played at Chittagong. So the 14-man squad has been named for the first test match. So that is some news. Other than that, some other news that I would like to share with you, dear fans and subscribers, is that Star India, as you know, Bharti Airtel was actually holding all the TV rights, title rights, but now the contract has gone to Star India. Now, so Star India will be holding the rights for the upcoming cricket series, which is coming up against Australia and West Indies. So Star India have actually have backed the contract for 3 crores to take charge of all the proceedings that are going to happen in international cricket where India is involved. So, dear fans, friends and subscribers, there's nothing else to add for today. As you know, there are no matches happening today. So with this I am going to end my cricket report for today, cricket show for today. Again, thank you very much for your continued cooperation to this cricket show, your tremendous loyalty to the cricket show, and that's the precise reason that this cricket show, Cricket Happenings, goes on. Thank you very much, and you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.